Diwali, also known as the Festival of Lights, has many myths behind the purpose of its celebration. One such famous myth is related to the Ramayana, and another is related to the victory of Lord Krishna over the demon Narakasura.
We narrated Ramayana in the form of a skit during Diwali night 2012. This time, we present the myth involving the demon Narakasura. We like to call this skit Naraka Chaturdasi, which means the defeat of Narakasura bringing upon the world a new day.
Before we can start, we would like to introduce the cast of the skit along with a small description of the role they're playing. We have Akshay as Lord Krishna, the creator of the universe according to the Hindu myths. Sujana as Satyabhama, Lord Krishna's wife. Vishwanath as Narakasura, the demon king. Vidya as Aditi, Lord Indra's mother. Subhash as Mora, the army commander of Narakasura. Shiva as Lord Brahma, the creator of Vedas or the Indian holy scriptures. We finally have the narrator of the skit, Sai Charan Raj.
Lord Krishna, who is one of the gods worshipped in the Hindu mythology, is the eighth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. He delivered Bhagavad Gita, the holy book of Hindus, which addresses a variety of theological and philosophical issues. Once upon a time, there was a hard-hearted and merciless king Kansa. In spite of his nature, he loved his sister Devaki very much and married her to another king, Vasudeva. After their marriage, a divine voice warned Kansa that the eighth child of Devaki will be the person who kills him. Hearing this, Kansa was filled with fear. He jailed Devaki and Vasudeva and also killed 7 of their children. The couple were devastated. Lord Vishnu then appeared in the dreams of Vasudeva and advised him to take the 8th child to Madura. Once the baby was born, with divine help, Vasudeva carried the baby to a small village called Gokulam in Mathura. The baby was named Krishna and was brought up by a couple named Yashoda and Nanda. Krishna was loved by everyone. He showed extraordinary powers, killed many demons, and saved people. When Krishna came of age, he killed Kansa after avoiding several assassination attempts from Kansa's followers. Later, he became the king of Mathura and established his capital at Dwaraka. Now, our story begins with a conversation between Lord Krishna and his wife Satyabhama. She asks if there is any chance that they could live together forever and complains about him not spending time with her. Krishna consoles her and promises her that the next time he goes out, he would take her along with him. Meanwhile, Narakasura, an evil demon who was an ardent worshipper of Lord Brahma, was performing severe penance, and driven by the power of his penance, Lord Brahma appeared before him. Lord Brahma spoke, "Narakasura, your powers of meditation are great. For that, you can ask me any boon." Narakasura bowed before Lord Brahma and said, "My lord, I wish to be presented with the boon of immortality." But Lord Brahma said, that boon is against the laws of nature, and I cannot grant it. Hearing this, Narakasura continued, my lord, then I asked that if I have to die, it has to be in the hands of my mother and no one else. Lord Brahma did not have any choice but had to grant it. Now, Narakasura's mother was Mother Earth, and hence with the confidence that she can never kill him, Narakasura and his followers wreaked havoc on earth. Now, at the royal palace gardens, Satyabhama was all alone. Thinking of Krishna, she was visited by Aditi, the mother of Devas. She broke down in tears on seeing Satyabhama. Satyabhama looked at Aditi and calmed her down and asked, what has happened and what's wrong? Aditi then burst out into tears and said that Narakasura had come to their place. He invaded heaven, defeated her son, and insulted her by snatching her earrings. On hearing this, Satyabhama was enraged and promised Aditi that she would help her get the earrings back and restore her pride. Satyabhama immediately rushed towards Lord Krishna and told him every incident that has happened. Krishna became concerned as Satyabhama told him everything that happened. Krishna finally held up his hands and said, Satyabhama, I am going to fight Narakasura. It's time to teach him a lesson for what he has done. And as per my promise to you, I will take you with me. Get your weapons ready. We are going to a war. Satyabhama is surprised and angered that all the places in the world he is taking her out to a war, but follows him diligently. Now, at the battlefield, the battle between the army of Narakasura and Krishna was immense. Krishna, with Satyabhama, destroyed the army in no time. Narakasura saw all this from his palace and he was furious. He called his general Mura. Mura, take your battalion and destroy that man. Mura attacked Lord Krishna with his huge army. But he was also destroyed the same way as the others. When Narakasura saw Mura die in the battlefield, he yelled and ran out into the battlefield. Then Krishna hurled many of his weapons at Narakasura, but he was surprised as Narakasura was easily able to neutralize all the weapons Krishna threw at him. Then Narakasura furiously pulled out a powerful weapon and hurled it at Krishna. Satyabhama watched in horror as the weapon hit Krishna in the chest. Lord Krishna instantly fell on the ground. Satyabhama angrily pulled out a powerful weapon of her own and hurled it at Narakasura. It hit Narakasura in the chest and it dropped down immediately. Narakasura saw Satyabhama go towards Krishna, not even bothering to see whether her weapon had hit Narakasura or not. He lay on the battlefield and looked at Lord Krishna and held his hands together, bowing his head. Narakasura says, "My lord," he breathed sadly, "I am sorry. I have lived a life of ignorance, a life of hate and darkness. I have spread nothing but fear among people." Krishna then smiled. "Narakasura, I am glad you have repented for your actions." Narakasura replies, saying, "My lord, I have seen light today. I wish that people would celebrate this day as the day of victory of light over darkness." Krishna said, "Narakasura, this is Satyabhama. She is actually an incarnation of Mother Earth." Both Satyabhama and Narakasura looked at Krishna with surprise as Krishna continued, "She was actually incarnated with the special purpose of defeating you. I could never have defeated you. Only Satyabhama could. So I pretended to fall unconscious, and the rest was done by Satyabhama."